Que pasa, mi gente? Welcome to another video. I want to ask you guys a question. Would you consider yourself to be somebody that has a purpose? And I want you to sit there and genuinely consider this, because this is something that came up in a conversation with my friend. And if you say no, you're not the only one. My name is Pedro Millan. If this is the first time on the channel, I literally own 2 different businesses around content. I have 50 million views to my name, literally 100 appointments set, and a Grammy to my name. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want people to make better content for themselves, for their business. And recently I spoke to a friend about why most young men have issues with attracting anything that they value in life to themselves. And whether it be like relationships, money, something they're absolutely passionate about, and essentially doing things that they love. And I know this isn't necessarily a concept that I talk about on my channel on a consistent basis, but hear me out. So most people today, in my personal opinion, most people today don't have a content problem, especially when it comes to sharing their ideas online. They have a purpose problem, right? And the reason why I say this is because if you're not aggressively passionate about every single thing that you do in your life, it basically shows up everywhere. Like your dating life, your relationship with your friends, your relationships with your family, your content, the way you make money, like literally everything. And it's kind of scary, right? Because when you look to people who are very successful, like very on top of what they do and literally take ownership of everything that they do in their lives, people are attracted to people who have direction, right? Literally, women, friends, clients, audiences, they're all drawn to people who have direction, conviction, or momentum towards something that is not false or not, I guess, labeled as like a game or a tactic, right? Nobody can follow you. Nobody can literally stick by your name, especially if you're half interested in the life that you're creating for yourself or your message. So the thing that makes you attractive to other people, to other humans, to other individuals, to other groups of people is the fact that it's literally the same between developing relationships with other people and being online. You have to have a clear message that you're willing to suffer for, right? I'll give you an example. The moment that things started to actually transition in my life is when I started to take myself seriously after listening to people like Alex Hormozi, Russell Brunson, Patrick Bet-David, Steve Bartlett, Nick Bare, where things didn't necessarily come about until I took everything very seriously. Like I'm literally so obsessed with becoming the best version of myself. And I don't necessarily talk about this stuff because I feel like there's so much motivation content, but like it stands the test of time. Like it's like literally if you focus on yourself on a consistent basis, you're going to improve your life. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's literally you do A and B will happen. Like it's very simple. But a lot of people like to make it more complex than it actually is. Like I want to make sure that I'm doing my best in every concept of my life, being physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, etc., etc., etc. For example, physically, I knew before I was 30, I'm 29 as of recording this, I knew before I was 30 that I wanted to run a marathon. I literally just ran the marathon last weekend. Yes, my legs hurt, but I did that ish. Yes, I had to walk for the last 9 miles because my legs like literally were cramping and locking out, but I still did it anyway. On top of that, I'm going to the gym daily to work on my body composition because I'm doing it for me, dude. Doing it for me, not doing it for anybody else. Sure, like, you know, girls and all this other stuff is like a byproduct of that, but at the end of the day, you should be doing this stuff for yourself. I show up consistently to make content for my business because I want to get a silver play button. I deserve a silver play button, bro. I've been literally making content for years. I need a silver play button today. So therefore, I'm going to make videos until it happens. You know what I'm saying? I consistently show up for my business partner. I consistently show up for my family. I consistently show up to develop a business that's going to change my life forever and create something that I want. that I want out of life, right? I stay inside. I don't go outside, guys. People invite me to stuff and I don't go. Not because I don't want friends, but because I want a different life. I want a life that's better than the life that my family gave me. Not because I feel not grateful for the stuff that they provided for me, but our point and our purpose of being here is to use what we got and make the most of it. So why not go all in? You are the most compelling to everybody else in your family, your friends, your relationships, everybody, once you go all in. So if you're watching this video for the first time on my channel, usually I don't talk about this stuff, but I just felt compelled by the grace of God to talk about this overall, that you need to go all in. Don't wait till 2026, bro. Like, literally do it now as you're watching this. Because think about it, like, I don't mean to get, like, religious on my channel, but I am a Christian. I will say that first and foremost. And I don't know if you're a believer in Christ, but I am. For those people who believe in what I believe in, right, we were made in His image, right? To me, that is essentially the image of excellence. Otherwise, miracles literally written in the Bible would have never happened. Am I wrong? No. So if you were made in the image of excellence, why are you half-assing everything? Like, why are you half-assing your content? Why are you half-assing your work? Why are you half-assing your life with no purpose, bro? That's crazy, right? Like, there are certain areas in our life that we refrain from trying to improve because of the amount of pain that it causes us. But at the end of the day, those are the ones that are most worthwhile. Whether it be with love, with money, with content, with business, it doesn't matter. It's literally everything. Literally everything. And I'm not a person to let the years go by before I do something about it. And if you're watching this video, I know you're definitely the same. So in this video, hopefully, you'll take some ownership and own it in order to go all in your life. So that way it can change your life forever. Okay? So here are 3 things or 3 areas that you can get aggressively passionate about, and it will change your life in a multitude of ways. So the first thing is your craft. You have to be working on something that you love doing that is also a high income skill. What does that mean? So if you're subscribed to this channel, you're basically wanting to know how to make better content, tell better stories, filmmake, use social media marketing to your advantage. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the flippin' channel, bro. I talk about this stuff every freaking day, and I would really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe. But getting back into the video, you have to have a craft. Like, there has to be something that you're working on consistently every single day in order to make your life better. Bro, even Jesus had a craft. He was a carpenter. So therefore, you should have a craft too. Whether it be something centered around fitness or centered around style or centered around anything that you enjoy. Books, bro. Like, it could be literally anything. It just has to be something that you love. Because when it comes to developing your craft, there are going to be dark days. And you don't want it to be something that you hate, bro. Like, you want it to be something that you genuinely enjoy. So that way you consistently can come back to it and have no issue. Otherwise, you're going to be sulking in a 9-to-5 that's literally going to take ownership of your life. Even if the stuff that you love is within a 9-to-5, it has to be something that you genuinely enjoy. Because otherwise, you're never going to get out of this rut that most men are, in my personal opinion. And once you figure out a craft, you have to develop a message, right? It's like, what do you believe in? What do you genuinely adhere to? What are the ideas or ideologies that you're willing to suffer for? Draw a line in the sand and tell other people that they're wrong because you know that you're right. And that's not necessarily just to be in an arrogant way, telling people like, oh, like, you're wrong, you should be doing this, that, and the third. No, it's more so like, these are the things that I believe in. I am not going based off of everybody's else lack of conviction. I'm going to be convicted in the ideas that bring conviction to me, to my life, that improve my life on a consistent basis. When you believe in your message, the energy change. It changes in and on camera. So when you're making content like this, right, people are going to tell that you're serious about this stuff, right? Like, I'm serious about making content so that way you can make money online. It's literally the simplest amount of money I've made ever in my life. And I used to be a musician, bro. I used to do Uber Eats. Like, those aren't highly, like, sought out skills. Those are things that people can do any day of the week. And it pains me when I don't see a lot more men talking about the stuff that they genuinely believe in or genuinely want to do, right? But that all starts with developing a craft, developing your message. And once you develop your craft, your message, you can work on your future. Like, where is your craft or your message, or both at the same time, going to take you? Like, what do you want to build in the next 5 to 10 years out with what you're creating? Do you want to develop a community? Do you want to change the world? Do you want to change the way we see specific things based off of the stuff that you do on a consistent basis? It's essentially doing all this stuff so you can become a man with a mission. And more so than anything else, just like it says in the Bible, that is goal number 1. Because it is aligned with Him. And I hope that makes sense, because literally that's all that He wants for us, right? As long as it's in tandem with Him, right? And for the people who aren't religious, that's okay. That's fine. The point still stands. I still want you to find a mission that you genuinely believe in, so that way you can change your life forever. For me, it just happens to be content and showing people how to make money online with content overall, or just video. So my suggestion to you would be to pick a lane, whether it be your craft, your message, or your future, that you can commit to for the next 6 to 12 months and dedicate your 1000% effort, so that way you can change your life forever. I know this was kind of like a different video, more like theological, but I hope the point still stands and it hits some of you in the face with what you should be doing rather than what you are doing right now. Because otherwise, if you're watching this video, you know that what you're doing right now is not working and you need to change. So, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because I literally put videos out like this every single day, more so on the content creation, storytelling, branding, marketing vibe, social media marketing vibe. This one's a little bit different, but I felt compelled to talk about this stuff anyway. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.